Give me just a moment. I need to fully still set up. It'll only take me like a moment or so. Just need my earbuds, setting up my avatar, and that's basically it. So I will see y'all in a second. Okay, OBS died for a second. Oh my god. Also, I don't know why my throat's been bothering me all of a sudden, but I'm okay to stream. If I have too much issues, I will end. Do I like how that looks? Yeah, okay. Alright, give me one more second. I think I have everything set up. Alright. Why is OBS hating me? Alright, well, we'll see what happens. So, hi, hello. Oh, I forgot to close that. Oh yeah, let me actually reset the position. There we go. Hi, hello, welcome on in. I'm trying to center him. It's kind of hard to see with the wings. But yeah, I adjusted my boy between streams. Oh, I don't know why I did that. It's fine. Let me make sure I have my display capture on. Yes, okay. Hi, hello, welcome on in, everyone. How are y'all? I am... Okay, Siri. I'm doing okay. I stayed up a little late too. I stayed up a little late last night, but we're good. Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to... Let me make a Discord post real quick. Yes, hi, hello. Love my little heart chin. Hard to see. Also, I love the goatee kind of like the beard implication. It's nice. Also, yeah, Samus is the one. Would you have a heart artist chip? Because listen, that boy is traumatized. He deserves a cute little mark. I don't know what that was. Just brushing something off my face and whatever. All right. I do like this boy. He looks good. He looks very good. And he's growing on me every second, man. I love him. Also, I wasn't sure about the eyes, but I do like the eyes. Also, the eyebrows you can see, I promise. I do like it because it still kind of blends in, so it's not distracting. But at the same time, it's not something that I'm gonna be like, um, worried about not being able to see it, but I wanted it to kind of blend into the hair. Now, if I could do the eyebrow wiggle, I would be happy. Okay, let's see. Also, I got distracted with my avatar, so I'm almost done. Okay, let's just copy. I don't know why certain people come up when I start typing my stream notification, but it's goofy. It's goofy. Okay. 7 minutes late, but there we go. That's fine. God. One of my mutuals is having trouble with YouTube. I am YouTube. I'd understand my baby ass face, especially if I was still posting with, my actual face, which I'm not, especially on my new channel on YouTube. And I get YouTube. I know this is not YouTube, but listen, YouTube, derogatory. Here we go. So yes, hi, hello, welcome on in. I overslept a little, and well, I stayed up a little late last night, and I didn't really sleep. I only took a nap, but I did oversleep a little with that nap. So I wanted to do a couple things before I streamed, and I lost track of time a little. But hey, we're here now. We're live, and I did hit the go live button before 6 o'clock. Well, at 6 o'clock. So I'm proud of myself. I still got everything going. I kind of want to try to do an animation with Chirrut and Salis. I apologize if it ends up looking a little weird at the beginning, because sometimes they can do that with duos. But I'm gonna try. And if I don't want to do anything too crazy, we'll probably do like the chest up. But I'm very proud of my boy. I think he looks good. So let me get Chirrut on here. Why? Let me see how Toon Chirrut looks with. Well, dandy, oh. Why is he so much shorter? Ah. Okay, well, let me change the size. Yeah, we'll do Toon Chirrut with him. Okay, I think that's about... Alright, Toon Chirrut's feet are broken. That's why I don't use him. Yeah, let me change him back. Because Toon Chirrut's feet are broken for some reason. Don't ask why. I can't tell you. Okay. So, I have them both on now. There's my boys. That's about their height. Chirrut's like 6 foot, and Salis is a little under average. I think it's about there. Yeah, that looks right. I don't mess with this specific avatar a whole lot, so I haven't messed with him a whole lot. But we're gonna try something small. But I also want to change the music, because I like listening to lo-fi beats stuff. Let me see if I can find something real quick. So, do I have anything interesting? I don't know. Okay, well let me see something. Most of we'll play this. Hello? Here we go. Do some lo-fi. I like doing lo-fi when I do art stuff. But we're gonna do some render editing and possibly throw out ideas later for stream. I just wanted to do this. This was something I kind of wanted to do yesterday, but I was really sore after Wednesday's stream, so I just had to take a breather and step away. Also, let me get Discord on my other screen real quick, because I don't want to accidentally dock something. Okay, now we're good. I love having a chatting scene, man. I used to not. And then I saw so many recommendations like, have a chatting scene, you'll thank me later. I'm like, okay. And I don't regret it. It's very nice. It's very, very nice. Let's change it to art. There's my boys. Let's see if we can kind of glance through poses real quick. We're gonna move Chariot away just so I'm not accidentally showing something that I shouldn't on Twitch. So they are gay, but let's put them 5 feet apart. Let's see, what kind of pose do we want? I'm not gonna show my downloaded because I have some that I shouldn't show. So very, very sus ones. Let's just say that. I could just do one from scratch. Yeah, we'll do one from scratch. We'll do like a simple hug one, see if I can like make them nuzzle each other or something. So, yeah. Rotate the shoulders. This is gonna look kind of robotic at first. First, we're gonna make the pose, like the poses. And then we will, but yeah, you guys don't want it. Then we will flex, yeah, we'll fix certain things, but I need to go and actually fix the Toon version of Chariot because his feet are all twisted for some reason. That's why I never show his feet. But I also don't typically show feet. This is probably the most I'll show in terms of feet. Alright, something like that. Widen the shoulders a little. We'll come bring Salison. I need to move him, turn him around. Oh, that is not what I meant to do. God damn it. Okay, let me make sure he's okay. I'm just making sure he's not doing anything weird. Being a fucking eldritch abomination. Turn him a little. We're gonna do like a hug and would import one, but I only have mostly renders of the bat version of Salus, which is really out of date. Oh my god, I feel like I need to sneeze. Okay, so yeah, I like how this wing to me looks weird. It's fine. It's not too bad. It's just something that I've noticed. It bothers me a little, but nothing that I'm like, I need to go fix this right now. I'm just glad that sorry. I got an idea. Let me write something down. I want to see if I can do pose modification because I messed with the wings. So that is something that implies that I can change the pose for VC face. We will see. And yeah, I also know that they have different oh my god, what's it called? I think it's OBS. Alright, let me write this down while OBS is having a fit. Okay. There we go. Wrote something down. I'm not sure if my weekend plans are still on the table because weather's been kind of foul today. But I'm not gonna stay too late just in case I have stuff for tomorrow. Okay, why do I keep looking for my damn controller? God. This is why I shouldn't be trusted. Okay, so he's squarely in front of Chirrut. We're gonna lean him a little closer. Lean his head up. This is partially gonna be a slight remake. I do worry a little about the wings, but we will figure it out. Okay. Also, just so I'm not overthinking the eyes right this second, I'm going to close their eyes. Yeah, I didn't think the close would work. Yeah, I can hide the wings if I really need to. It's nice. We're going to make them both have their eyes closed just so I'm not overthinking things and worrying about you guys, you know? We're gonna... What looks natural? About there. And then the elbows. Yeah, about there-ish. So I feel like having one lower would help. But yeah, we're making renders. We're gonna make cute renders. I think that's correct in terms of height difference. Listen, I love them. They're very cute. Turn the mirror off and see. Because worst case scenario, I can just... Okay. Move the elbow down. Move it in. I keep grabbing it in weird ways. I don't want him grabbing his butt, especially on stream. I do want it a little more forward. Chirrut's hands are also fucking huge, especially compared to Salus's. I don't know why the Feel Doll's hands are so fucking big. But it is. Also, if you see me moving it around, I'm testing the screen tearing, how bad it is. It's fine. But yeah, that's like the very basis. I think I might move Salus a little closer. There we go. I'm doing cute shit. It's fine. We all love the cute shit. Because if we just... I don't know why it looks like that. What if I lean the neck back a little and then move the head back down? Almost. Wait, that's the hand. Okay. I apologize. OBS is actually hating me today. I need to move Cheered's head a little. I'm always a perfectionist about these, so I apologize if these take longer than they seem like they should. Rendering can be hard. Okay. I don't want to hide the wings. Not particularly. Also, you guys like the detail on the hands. Keep overthinking it, but I love the detail on the hands. Oh my god, OBS. Um. Oh my god, OBS. OBS is just gonna casually die, don't mind it. We're just gonna chill today. There we go. There's one hand around him. This is gonna be awkward just trying to get everything posed first. I promise it'll look better as we continue on. Because I do basic blocking. Let me post Cheered's other hand before I'm like, yeah. Something like that. And I need to scooch it a little closer so I can see. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Ish. See? Isn't that cute? Also, I will get their noses closer. I will actually make sure they touch and look correct. I think if I just... It's the head, yes. There we go. There we go. Look how cute that is. I know the hand's still a little awkward, but it's fine. We're gonna have it resting below the other hand, but like coming from under. I think I might move. There we go. Now we can move this a little out. Ah, damn. Yeah. I'm paranoid about clipping, so it's fine. It drives me crazy, trust me. I shouldn't let it drive me as crazy as it does. Hi, Lark. Hi. There we go. Something-ish like that. Listen, they're cute. Okay. I can't help but make renders of them. Also, eventually I will remake the bed, but as they say, lead to your project, because I'm gonna take a small break before I continue. Okay, there we go. There's the basic. And I'm gonna have Cheered's tail wrapped around them. I'm gonna make Salus's spikes green at some point too. Just so they're a little more visible. I was thinking I had the flute version. I do not have the flute version. That is on a different version of the VRM. Can I help you, Lark? She's very cute. I love her. She's just very, very, very chatty. See? She's so cute. What do you want? Come here. Come here. Hi. Here, look at my boys. Hi. Shush. I'm busy, Missy. Yeah, I'm busy. Yeah, something akin to that. I think it's cute. Also, I have been throwing around the idea of Salus being like a bat dragon, but I haven't really decided on that. It's mostly because I have this avatar. Oh, sorry. This is like a really chill stream, so I apologize if I yawn. But we're just gonna make renders and chill. I am still throwing around the idea of potentially streaming Honkai Star Rail, but that is not something I am sure of because I know gacha games aren't the most well looked upon, and if you aren't in the right community, it can be kind of hit or miss. But I will think on it tonight and this weekend, and then, like, if I decide to stream it, cool. If not, oh well. Oh, so y'all better hydrate. I've been trying to stay hydrated. I'm usually really good about staying hydrated on stream. Yeah, I'll have to figure out the hands, but Thanos is I like. Chariot's I like the one that's higher. Though I might rest it more against Salus's arm. I love his little heart chin. It's so cute, man. Now I can be like... Something that I've always liked doing with the bats because I had the heart on the bats. Okay, OBS. Just casually die about it, won't ya? Okay. Okay. Yeah, see, he does have eyebrows. It's just hard to see past the hair. They do blend into the hair. But that's okay. I actually prefer them blending into the hair a little. Also, I was gonna take the emission maps off for the hair, but I actually really like how the lighter tips look against the black. It helps really make them stand out, and it looks really nice. Also, don't mind me, I keep getting super distracted. I think I like that in general. I just need to fix Chirt's hand. His hands are also just fucking gigantic. Again, I don't know why the feline doll's hands are so big, but they are. I do really like the avatar, though. I wouldn't have used it so much if I didn't. That's just my one complaint with it, and it's not even like a full complaint that I have like an actual issue with them. It's just like I wish they weren't so big. Like, yeah, I could fix them, and honestly, I might try to fix them. I think if I just move, I don't want him touching his butt too much because I don't want it being risque. Yeah, something like that. What do you want, Lark? Why are you crying so much? Why are you crying so much? Are you killing my Wi-Fi? Listen, she's very cute. I love her, but she is so distracting. Also, can you tell which avatar I've spent more time on? And it's not because I wanted stuff more on Chirrut than Salas. It's just that Chirrut's a king cheetah, so, I could have done a little simpler pattern, but it's fine. I wish I made the patterns bigger on his back, but I can always go back and fix that. Eventually. I don't know how else I want to pose things. I should just work on the hands. It doesn't matter all that much. It just matters a little. Because if I pose the hands correctly... Yeah, see? Now he's... The thumb is actually just about perfectly positioned. Just a little. Just a little tweak. There we go. That looks great. Also, Salas's hair looks really fucking soft on this avatar. And I just want to pet. I just want to pet so bad, man. And he would let me pet his hair even if he was weirded out. Yeah, I have to be careful of the wig membrane. I can hide the clipping a little. But it does drive me crazy if I let it clip too much. There we go. Now we rotate the hand a little. A little. What? I was also thinking of an idea, right? So I was thinking of like having both a render of Chirrut, a render of Chirrut and a render of Salas, both separately. Of them like chilling down here on stream where they're just like vibing while I'm using the others. So say I'm using, you know, this avatar, I would have Chirrut just fun, just chilling, not really paying a whole lot of mind. I was thinking of that. So I'm gonna toss around that idea. Something kind of like his sleeping one like I have on my BRB, the scene. Not him sleeping, but something like him chilling. Oh, I know PS dies. Can I help you? She is being so loud. Okay, well, I don't know what the fucking problem is with OBS today. But we're gonna keep this stream short, so... I apologize. I keep yawning, and I hate yawning so much. I am admittedly tired. There you go, look how cute that is. I'm gonna spread Salas's fingers a little, but... Hey, that blocking is basically done. I can take it from, like, this angle and be, like, boom. No, it'd be any the wiser. So all I need to do... I'm actually going to Spread the fingers a little. That way, they look a little better. And I'm going to... Why are you yelling? What? What do you want? You're very cute, but you're so loud. Also, I will eventually upload Sailus to VR chat. I might do that on my laptop because everything is still set up on my laptop, but I'll do that later. I just didn't want to yet. Making sure that I have everything set up how I want it set up. Curl the fingers. There we go. Yes, they have very different shaders, but listen, my toon version of Chariot is broken and it upsets me. I don't know what I did to break the feet, but the feet are fucked up really bad. And I actually really like how the feet look. But I did very little with Saelus's feet, like you can tell. There's a detail difference. But I think it helps that Sailus is like mostly black. But look at them cuties. Look at them cuties. Oh, I need to fix this thumb. I don't know why the thumbs look so big to me. Well, that thumb in particular. Ta-da! Hi! I actually want to see something with Sailus real quick. So, you know. Okay, so that is fairly obvious. Okay. Dude, this cat, I don't know why she's being so loud. She's usually settled. You were settled before stream. Why are you being loud now? She just wants to be loud. She just Ugh. Sorry. I'm trying not to yawn, but it doesn't help. Oh, let me help with green high tea. Actually, let me choose a different background. Something I can see Sailus against, but something that's not as hard on the eyes. But yes, hi, welcome on in, T. I am doing gay shit. I fixed my boy so you can actually see him. And I really like him. And yeah, I know they have completely different shaders. I know they have completely different shaders, but like, listen, let me just show you why I don't use the Toon one. The Toon one's feet is like horrendously broken. I don't know why. But it's fine. I need to go and fix that at some point. It makes me sad. Yeah. They're cute. I love them. But yeah, the posing is basically done. I'm gonna... Yeah, they are backwards. And like, I can't fix them either because then they just continue looking twisted even if I turn them right way around. and I don't know, I think something happened with the exporting process, so I think I might just redo the VRM, because the other Tune version I have doesn't look like that. I'd have to go find it, and I know where it is, but I don't want to fetch it. Yeah, just so you can see the detail on my boy, like, you can't see the scar work on the back, but there is a scar under Chirrut's hand. And right there. I worked hard on the scars, and I was so sad when the fucking Photoshop flied. The Photoshop file for him is a mess. But hey, he's done. I'm happy with him, and we're just gonna ignore the Photoshop file. But Chirrut's is actually much more organized. Yeah, gay shit. All the gay shit. I'm gonna pose their feet. I didn't even think to change the background until now, so I apologize, everyone. I'm going to actually move the hip forward, not the foot, not the knee. Yes, exactly, T. Look how together his feet are. It's your shit. Thank you. I apologize. OBS just hates me today. It's fine. I'm used to this harassment from it. Yeah, I'm back. I survived. There we go. Okay, OBS especially hates me today. Like, I don't know what I did to piss it off. Let me find my phone real quick and make sure its Wi-Fi is off, because it might be trying to download something. Let me go check my phone real quick. I forgot to bring it over here. Yes, because there's no way I can get an Ethernet cable up here. Yeah, there's no way I can get an Ethernet cable up here. I used to never have connection issues with my laptop, just... I don't know. Something with... OBS now. Yeah, I can't stream with an Ethernet cable, sadly. That's why I want to keep Stream Simple today, because it's just mad at me. I mean, I could. But what would I do with it? I live in the room above the one with the Ethernet cable. And I'd have to snake it all the way around the house just to get it in the room with the box. So it's just a nightmare. Alright, let me... Where's his tail root? That's a joke. Why are the hands moving? What the fuck? That was weird. That is weird. I've never had that happen before. We tried that. It didn't work. There's a drill bit stuck in the floor. Yeah, there's a drill bit still stuck in the floor. Hi, Gaster. I'm having all of the OBS issues today. It's stuck. What else you want me to say? It's stuck. I mean, I could sure as hell try. I mean, I turned my Wi-Fi off on my phone. I think that helped a little. I have to be careful of how much I bend the tail, otherwise it starts looking fucky. And look, it wasn't me that got it stuck. This happened like 10 years ago. It wasn't me that got it stuck. There we go. I had a pizza too. Okay, listen, this house is cursed. This house is fucked and cursed. Yeah, this house is also, I want to say, like, we've been here for like 20 years. I want to say it was already like 30 by the time we got here, so maybe I think it's like over a 50-year-old house or something. It's a decently old house. No, it was only a cheese pizza, but I literally can't stand anything on my pizza but, the cheese and the sauce and the breading. That's basically it. I'm gonna turn his tail up a little. Where's his tail root? Why is his back twitching? What the fuck? There we go. That's cute. Listen, I can't explain it. This house is just fucked. I don't, and we've also never really had very powerful drills. I think the most, I've always shipped these two characters together. But I've never had like the most powerful, we've never had the most powerful drills like ever. I think the most expensive drill we ever got was like $60. And that was like over 10 years ago at some point. We've never gotten a powerful drill. Yes, I love them. I've shipped them forever. Like, let me see. Where's one of the earliest ones I have of them? Okay, now keep in mind this was from, I can't see, 2023. Oh my god, OBS, goodness gracious. Cool your jets, man. And we have tried. We have tried everything to get it unstuck. Keep in mind this is from like 2023. I've shipped them longer than that, but yeah, they've been at. I've paired them ever since Chariot's inception. Listen, Chariot came to me in a dream. Literally was just like, yeah, I'm gonna try to get with Salus. And ever since then, I've paired the two of them. This was back in like 2021 or something. This is a while ago. And ever since then, I've paired the two of them, and Chariot's been my persona. This might have been 22, but it was still a while ago. The secret dem lore. It's not secret. I tell anyone who asks. Oh, their noses aren't touching. What did I do? They were touching. Oh my fucking god. Did their hands get moved? No, what? Huh? I swear the noses were touching. I'm going insane. Weren't they touching? Wait, why is his neck not moving now? Oh, okay, his model's just broken now. Well, oh. That's why. Okay, there we go. That's why everything's being twitchy. Okay. Nice to know. I broke it to did it. I accidentally hit a button that I shouldn't have. I mostly want to move Salus's neck because Chariot's neck is already bent kind of weird. Okay, T, I have to be careful what I show. I can't show the more risque shit on Twitch, otherwise I get banned. Okay, we'll move Chariot's neck down a little. There we go. But I've gotten so much better at posing than I used to be. Because I did this all from, just nothing. Like an A pose. Also, just so you guys see, he has a heart on his chin. I love showing it off. It's cute. I worked damn hard to make sure it looks like a heart. Not some of the shit I have made. Listen, I'm not gonna show anything risque. Because this is like the lowest I've ever had to grab Salus in my safe for work renders. I try not to let them grab each other lower. I am very careful with what I do. As for the other side, yes, right, T. Yes, you're right. And also, I want to respect the avatar creators' wishes and not make public NSFW stuff, because I know they aren't a fan of that, and I'm not going to go against that. Because these are both made by the same creator, and they have in their terms of service asking people not to make NSFW stuff. At least if I remember correctly. This is a while ago since I looked at it, but I try to respect the creator's wishes. So I don't make public stuff. Oh, his arm got fucked. Okay. Yeah, I can fix that. I can fix that a little. Wait. That's not the correct arm. That's not the correct arm. That's fine. I could just move his shoulder up a little. Public, yes. All jokes aside, I do have NSFW renders of them. You put a fox between them. I have made renders of like several characters at once, but I usually do one or two. I don't actually have a fox avatar. Closest I have is I think it's this one. Unless I got a freebie at some point. just this is gonna be a really shitty screenshot edit, but like so we're just gonna do this in the screenshot editor. Just just like okay. So just oh, that looks like shit. Yeah. The OBS hates the bit. OBS hates the bit. There. The second one is really bad. God, I'm actually saving it. Uh... God. Oh. You see, this is why y'all love me. I go with the bit. Also, if this wasn't like the version with the wings all folded up, I would wrap the wings around Chirrut, but like, I'm not gonna attempt that with the wings all bent out of shape. No, I did that very purposely, just so you all know. I didn't accidentally break those. I bent them so they wouldn't take up the whole fucking scene of OBS. I can basically call that done. I was just thinking of potentially doing like a render of it. I got 9 not just a render. God damn. God, the fucking box bit. Here we go. Turn the background off. Yeah. There you go. Turn that a little off. Which one was it? It was... No. No, it wasn't that one. Was it ambient occlusion? What's with that? Yes. Okay, so turn that down. Yes, I'm very simple with... It's fine. Yes, the folder you saw there, the secret one, that one is my NSFW stuff. And I changed the icon so you guys can't see them. But yeah, the wings are fucking huge. Yeah, ta-da! Okay, we're gonna mess around with a little bit of animation, but we're gonna... Export. You're having fun. Nice. I was actually playing last night. I was thinking of setting up PC VR, but I was lazy and just played on the Quest. Okay, so we're gonna turn the background back on. I'm using this one. Something to save everyone's eyes a little. I don't know how I want to animate this actually. You know, I will say I attempted to animate them once together. And I was trying to move them around each other a little, but like I got so frustrated I just stopped at the second frame. I was like, nope, done. If I really try, I could do it, just God. Yeah, I was thinking of doing a VR chat stream where we just like play certain games. Though I would basically do what one of a streamer I was watching for the longest time does, where you know, do like community nights off stream. That's when you can join freely without having to have met them prior, and then like uh letting them join during stream if they have joined the community streams. Like not community streams, but community nights. So if I were to stream VR chat, that would be how I do it. God damn it, Z, no. I don't even think Cherry could lift Salus if he wanted to. He's not weak, he just... All things considered, Salus would probably be a lot heavier. There it is. So we're gonna add... You're gonna see my messy animation process. This takes forever. This takes fucking forever. I love doing it, it's fun. Like, where's the link? One about there. Make sure both their eyes are looking at each other. Yeah, that's one of the issues with this program. It can be a little hard to get the eyes to look at the correct angle. Also, there is auto blink, which I do sometimes use when I forget to animate the blinking. Because I do admittedly forget that sometimes. Did I? Wait. Oh, right. I need to edit. I forgot. That's also why I don't do double rendered animations. Because they don't affect each other. God damn it. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. RIP. Okay. Because basically how I'm going to have to capture it is, sorry. Have them both going at the same time. Christ, I forgot about that. That's why I stopped. Okay, that makes perfect sense now. Okay, maybe not animation then. I don't want to deal with that. But yeah. Ta-da! Oops. Where? Yeah, I have a lot of poses on here. Because, like, lots. 279. I just kind of figure it out slowly in terms of eggs. If I'm looking for something very specific, then and I don't know what it will look like, I will look it up. But that's mostly in the first game because the eggs between 2 and 3 look basically the same, apart from like a few exceptions, like well, mostly just the one exception that I can think of off the top of my head. But I personally don't look it up typically unless I'm looking for something very specific and I just don't know what it looks like. But I've gotten one of every monster in 3 and most, if not all, in 2. I don't remember. There might have been some monsters I skipped out on too. I don't remember. Ow, okay. So I'm gonna skip out on doing animation right now because, yeah, no, fuck that. Yeah, one of my favorite renders that I could potentially redo fairly easily, because I think I still have the scene saved. Yeah, that is fair. Well, you could do what I did, in that you stream the story and do grinding off stream. But yeah, that's one of my favorite renders that I've done of them. It wouldn't be necessarily that hard to remake. I think I still have the pose saved somewhere. The main thing I always worry about is clipping. I always over worry about clipping. But yeah, there's my boys. I love them. Yeah, but yeah, to give you guys an idea, I have over 100 hours on this app. I play a lot on this. Well, when I play, I play quite. I usually have it open for quite a while. Okay, so yeah, there's my boys. I love them. Yeah, usually when I stream games, I will do story on stream and grinding off stream. That's especially what I did for 3. Well, story's 3. And I think that was one of the best ways to do it because I had my ass handed to me a couple times in 3. A couple times. I need to make... Yeah, some of them, yes. I know. Oops. I didn't realize I had VC Face still open. But I did have this one animated a little bit at some point. I didn't save it animated, but I did have it going in the background while I was doing stuff. I don't really want animated backgrounds because I don't really see the point because it just uses RAM. Yeah, ta-da! I don't know what I want to do. Just something wholesome. Yeah, I do need to make a new tune version of Chariot because the feet are broken, and that would be something I would just use on PC. Also, I would like you guys to know that, yeah, I do have the ones for Sailus labeled for which ones have the wings and don't. F stands for folded. God, right. My PC has a decent amount of RAM. I'm not worried about RAM. Cursed poses? You mean something like that? I have done cursed. I usually use Chariot. No, mine's a pre-built. I didn't build. Yeah. I have done a few more cursed ones. I think one of my favorite ones that I've done is... Oh god. I don't trust this. I don't trust this. Oh, I did make... this one the other day. Before I finished, the avatar I'm using on VC Face. It's not cursed, it's very wholesome. I don't trust you. I don't trust you. I'm curious. I don't trust you. I do have Monster Hunter pose somewhere. I don't know where it is. That's fair, you shouldn't. Yeah, you saying that doesn't help. Yeah, I do have this pose somewhere. It's a greatsword pose from Monster Hunter. It's one of the public ones that I found. That was before I edited Chariot, at all. That was actually when I first got Chariot. Well, when I got this model. So I first got Chariot. I've had Chariot for years. Let me actually see. I can give you guys an estimate of when I first made him. I guess my dream made him. While T sends me something I don't trust. Oh my god. Okay, apparently OBS doesn't trust you either. Yeah, there are also, while you're looking for it, there are fun effects that I like in this app. Like, you know, different glitter effects, glow effects, fire effects. Just simple shit. I need to. Yeah. Simple stuff. Very cute. And you can change the speed of them. You know, there's a lot of stuff. And there's also like pre-built scenes. But I usually make my own scenes. It takes forever. Yeah, I very much. I don't have many things saved to this PC in terms of VRM posing. I do have all my poses like as files. Uh, yeah, there's quite a few. I like doing render edits, but I'm very curious what T has. Spill the tea, T. Also, I got really lazy. I didn't do anything with Sales's feet, so they're just green. His hands, I did a little something, but meanwhile, Chariot. Thank you for the 30% trust. Oh, yeah, makes sense. Fair enough. So we'll chat for a second while we wait. Yeah, OBS just hates me recently. I didn't used to have a whole lot of an issue with connection, but I think it's partially something with how I connected to the antenna to this PC. Because I sometimes have issues downloading stuff, but at the same time, I might have to break down and get an Ethernet cable. I just don't want to. Oh my god. Yeah, it's fun. Because if I would have to go all the way. I would have to, if I had like one or two options. I either would have to throw the Ethernet cable out the window. I have a Wi-Fi. I do have a Wi-Fi extender. It's just busted and only works for my Switch. My PC hates it. I have used it. I could plug an Ethernet cable into it, but I could try that. But that is not something I can really test at the moment. We don't have any Ethernet cables anymore. The only ones we used to have were like a decade old before we threw them away, and that was over 10 years ago. Well, we had a really long one, like an extremely long one. I don't know what happened to it, but we did. They're not too expensive. Yeah, I could potentially just use my capture card and stream from this, like stream from my laptop, but uh, I know whenever I do move, I want to get an Ethernet set up, but it's nearly impossible with this house because I'd either have to go run it all the way downstairs into the room that has the Ethernet cable, or I'd have to, if Obvious quits dying for a second, or I'd have to throw the Ethernet cable out the window, basically. And my windows are basically what I like to call guillotine windows. I don't know if they're called that, but they're the ones that slide down. But I have always streamed on Wi-Fi. Yes, I know it would be better to not, but I can't really not. What I might do, theoretically for the future, right, is I could tilt my PC back and forth from upstairs to downstairs to stream from the room with the router so I can use an Ethernet cable, but we'll see. We'll figure it out. Oh, you sent it? I'm concerned. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. I love the first one. I genuinely love the first one. You know what? Yes, we'll do the first one. We'll do the first one. Lordy. Okay. God, T. We're gonna screenshot this just so I don't have to try to save it and download it. But just for context, this is one of the poses T sent. God, it's so funny. Let me adjust. Yeah, just that. Wait, I forgot I'm on the wrong scene, but yeah, she sent me this pose. I forgot that it was on this on the scene, the chatting scene. Oh my god, I'm dying. This is one of the poses T sent. It was fantastic. Oh my god. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Here, so I have a reference, and so you guys can see it. I'm gonna save this real quick. Is this? Yeah, this should be saved. And then we're gonna put it on. We're gonna put it on. I'm gonna forget about this. I'm gonna come back to it. Hi, stream elements. Oh no, let's mix it up. There we go. Whoops, that's not what I meant. I'm gonna put that up there. Move this down here just so it's not absconding with anything. There we go. How won't let you forget. Listen, I'm gonna forget to take this off. I'm gonna come back and see what's this source called pose, and I'm gonna look at it and be like, wait, what the fuck? Oh my god. So we're gonna start from basic A poses, right? Let me save these poses. And then we're gonna there we go. There we go. So we're gonna start from A poses because that's like one of the easiest things for me to do. Okay. We're gonna pose. We're gonna turn on the spring bone for a second just to reposition everything. God. God. Just what the fuck? Okay. You know what? I think there is one I have where he's laying on his stomach. Let me see. Yeah, fuck it, we'll do that. Okay. God. The chair. Trust me, I will. No, come on. That's not what I meant. There. Just so I have a base to work with the legs and not have to MacGyver everything. This is gonna look really weird until I really get this started. Just trust the process. God, I can't believe. Okay. I'll have to move the chest up. We're gonna hide Sailors for a second so I can just not have to worry about that. Just trust the process. Something like that. Mirror. Yeah, no, it's gonna be funny though. People are gonna come in the stream and be like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm gonna have no words. Okay, what is... Oh, there we go. Trust the process, everyone. Y'all can blame T for this one. Okay. Goodness gracious. Unbend the spine a little. We'll take the lead. I mean, it is your fault. You're the one who's just like, hey, I got an idea. I need his fists closed. Or at least we'll see what works. We'll see what works. His torso needs a little twisted. He's just breaking everyone today. God. Give that effect on people. Yeah. we're gonna reposition the shoulders a little. You know, I gotta make Salis look just kind of like annoyed and confused. Actually, I can back a little. Just gotta make Salis like really confused and really kind of annoyed and be like, "What the fuck is going on?" Okay, we could turn the mirror off just so. Unbend the one hand. I think that's the right. Yes. Yeah, it is good posing exercise. Goofy shit is really fun. All jokes aside, I I always welcome goofy ass shit. I hear my phone going off. Okay, good. It's just my brother. That sounds incredibly mean, but my brother calls all the time. Okay. And pin the hands up, the fingers up a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. There we go. Okay, so there's... I do want them tucked under his chin a little, so we're gonna move them back. Yeah, Jared's gonna be like super happy about this, like, yay, I got it, I got him to do it, but it's just gonna be like, what the fuck? Okay, bend at the knees. I still wish I could bend this bone, but I can't. So I gotta work with what I have. I'm actually gonna bend the hips up a little. There we go. Just so Salis is on that bone, just so I don't have a little less to finagle. God. And we're gonna move the tail just so it's out of the way. There's the tailbone. There's the tail root. And we'll actually pose it in a second. But we're gonna get Salis here first. And I do want... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I made it look like a balloon. Fair. Actually, what if I bend the hands down a little bit? Blender's not my cup of tea. I'm not using Blender. But yeah, I totally get that. His back looks kind of fucked, but it's gonna be viewed from an angle that you probably won't be able to see it. Okay. God, okay. I know there's actually a sitting pose. So let me see if I can find it real quick. So we're gonna do from that. We're gonna move him. Great. I am trying. I don't. Oh my god. Pose. So fucking funny, man. I might bend the knees a little more on Chirrut, just so they're a little. Yeah, I'm gonna bend the knees a little more on Chirrut. Actually, mirror. There we go. Okay. Theoretically, there is a world in VR chat where you can make models of stuff. If I were to get the correct posing on both of them somehow in VR chat, I could. I don't know how to do that for VRM posing, but I could theoretically if I did it right. Turn the mirror off. Turn the hip. Would make a great pen holder. It would. It most certainly would. God. See, what the fuck? This is also very weird because, Chirrut's legs are just very fucking weird. I love this model, but like, his legs are just really fucking weird. I mean, Leon does have a 3D printer. It's not that big, but it is a decent size. Mm-hmm. Alright, I need to turn that off so I can just quickly grab him. God. That's better. Yeah, there we go. I've had to bend the knees a little more than anticipated, but... God. It's not gonna be on his back, but... Because I could theoretically swap them and make it a little easier to get the feet resting on the back. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, Sailus is short. If I can cheat a little bit. A little bit. But Salus is also short, so his feet are going to be hanging. Or have them resting on Chariot's thighs. Yeah. God, this fucking pose. It's killing me. I'm gonna actually move Chariot's tail again. Where's the tail root? Yes. Have it go in between his legs. See, I want you to know, thank you for the practice, but what the fuck? God, imagine. Imagine. I know it's really. I've heard it's relatively easy to make chair spots. So imagine if someone were to get in like this kind of pose and be like, okay, you can sit on my feet. That would be so funny. That would be genuinely really funny. I'm gonna bend the hips together just so he's. Slowly but surely, I will get there. Leon always likes to point out Chair has a very pronounced butt, and he does. So it makes things awkward sometimes. I don't know how easily I can make... God, this pose makes me laugh so fucking much, especially thinking of them. Oh, right, I can move this. I could just... Yoink. Yoink. Easy peasy. Now I just gotta reposition it a little. It wasn't intentionally. Okay, that. Okay, let me mirror the other side real quick, because this looks... Oops, that's not what I meant. Why does that look worse? What the fuck did I do? Okay, OBS. Just die about it casually, why don't you? Where did... What did you even... Like, where did you even find these poses? Like, I know you said TikTok, but who are you following? I'm gonna. What the fuck? Wait, wait. There we go. That was weird. Okay. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna worry about it. The more you say, don't worry about it. What the fuck? I have knowledge of many things. Yes, yes, you do, apparently. Listen, I have done goofy renders before. I usually don't use Sailors for my goofy shit. Because he's not, like, a goofy guy. But it's funny to force him into shit. And Chariot absolutely would. Because look at that shit you'd create. Sponge cake. Foxes sure do love sponge cake, don't they, Caster? Why does the surprise not work? Am I going crazy? Okay. Time to go digging. I don't know why that's on. Oh, it's the eyebrow stuff. Just sponge cakes. Foxes love sponge cakes and dog save chocolate chip buttons. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of shit in here, so that's why some of them can take a second. There we go. Okay. Apparently that's what in the fox is like in the UK. That's cute. Make sure he's looking at Chariot's head. God. I'm dying over here. Listen, it's really good pose reference, especially for like them like for having multiple characters interact, but goddamn. Also their legs are clipping really bad, but I will fix that. So I will probably have to just give up and let his feet rest on his butt. That's fine. That's fine. There we go. Yeah, true. God. God, this is just way too goofy. Like, and I know Sailus blends into the background a little. OBS. Can you stop dying for 10 minutes? No, okay. Well, OBS settle for a second. I forget I forget what I was saying. But you do have a point, T. Uh, me. Dale's just sitting here like, how the fuck did you convince me to do this? Ta-da! God. Just Salus's feet so they're not clipping as much in his back, but there we go. A little bit more. There we go. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So I guess we'll turn that background on for a second so you guys can see a little more. God. Gee, you have me fucking dying over here. Christmas card. No, that reminds me. So it wouldn't be Chirrut convincing Salus; it would be Lily convincing Salus. And for context, Lily is one of their mutual friends, who's been Salus's friend since he was a kid. I do not have an avatar of her, but she would absolutely be to the side, just taking pictures. Yeah, this is a Christmas card for sure. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna turn that off. Export the scene. Just name it chair. And then we're gonna save the pose. Actually, no, we're just gonna call it chair. And then no, I need Salus. I say Salus, but I need Chirrut. Chair. God damn it, T! God, that has no right being as funny as it is. I'm pretty sure my voice to text has corrected Chirrut to chair chair one time. That wouldn't surprise me. Let me just see how this gaze a little. It's genuinely really funny. Okay. Now it needs a table. I don't really have a third character on here. Because the only characters I have are them. Yeah, I only have Sailor Centurion on here. God. The fucking pose. Thank you, D. I had to do it when I saw that one. I was like, God damn it, that's too funny. Yeah, I think one of my favorite poses that I've ever done is, let me find it real quick. And I'll pull up the older picture of it so you guys can actually see it. Is this one. This one's like my favorite pose I've ever done. I think I did really well with it. I still need to like actually make a render of the new Chirrut with it, but listen, I think it looks really good otherwise. I did that from scratch, and that was like one of the first like poses I really did from scratch. I was proud of myself. And I'm still really proud of it. And this was from 23. Okay. I didn't realize it was from that long ago. But yes. Sure has changed a lot. Sure, so has Sailor, so. But yeah, ta-da! It's so goofy. I love it though. Turn a background on. Yeah, there's some nice backgrounds too, like, you know. Most of them are just like watercolory looking things. But there are some pixel like lighted looking ones in the sky. There are some nice backgrounds, just by default in it. From sitting to be sat on. Yeah. Honestly, Chiro wouldn't be opposed to it. God. It's so funny though, man. I'm just gonna keep that there and let my future self forget about it. It's it's just goofy. It's really goofy. Also, I really like puppeting this specific avatar because it has really bouncy physics and it's nice. But yeah, I like making renders. I just, yeah, sometimes I get a little carried away. I did let this one clip a little more than I usually like to have them. but it's funny. I should just have that there. It's funny, okay? It's really funny. It, I can't get over it, man. Just thank you, T. Oh my god. It's so funny. I I don't do a whole lot of funny ones. Like yeah, there are some I do that are a little sillier. Like I did a whole batch of them when I first got the Feel Idol. One of my favorites being um this one where he's out in a box. I don't want you guys to even know what his body looks like in that box. It's so bent up. Yes. But yeah, I this is like when I first got the Feel Idol. Yeah, I've gotten pretty decent at rendering. And I still like to use this one occasionally, but I need to remake it. I don't even think I have it anymore. But I used it a few times. I do have something similar with the King Cute, I think. Cut the model off at what? I'm confused. What do you mean by that question? Cut the model off at that point. Yeah. Welcome to OBS hating me. So, what is your question? I'm confused. Cut the model off at that point. I'm genuinely confused. I mean, I could, but at the same time, I like to make multiple renders in a row, so it's easier to just bend the characters in weird ways. So let me duplicate chair real quick. We'll just grab the 2-1. So I'll take the 2-1, put them in a pose. But like, it's easier to take a model and just like bend it really weird, like just bend the legs backwards and stuff. Like, keep in mind his legs are still really already really fucked, but like just bend the legs in, and you know, just simplification, just bend the legs really weird and stuff, just so I can like fit him into a small space instead of just shrinking everything to where it's gone. That way, if I want to make multiple renders in a row, I don't have to worry about unfucking everything or replacing the model and potentially losing the pose I had. Because sometimes I'll like making similar poses. But there's a reason I don't use the Toon version of Cheer outside my iPhone. It's because his feet are broken. Even on here, I prefer the other model. Yes. Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Because I'd rather bend the model really weird instead of getting the model shrunk in a weird way. Like this one. I I hid as much as I could of well, I hid the tail on this specific model, and then I duplicated the model and hid everything of that model and only really showed the tail. That's why the tails move differently. Sending a fox to spy on UT. Oh, and sorry. I can actually have it set up to like move the camera for animations too. Gaster sends a fox to spy on everyone. Welcome to the club. What do you think? I have foxes all over the place. OBS is trying to silence me. Yeah, I can actually loop the camera as well, and I think that's really nice. Because I can actually... They're in a weird position, so it won't work on them. Because they're not centered on the screen. Fox Council decided that I don't make the rules. Exactly. But yeah, I have a new model of Sailor, so I can make more renders with him without feeling like, oh, this model is ancient. Because I've had Jarrett for a while. Yeah, yeah, that pose cracks me up. Thank you. Thank you, T. Also, Gaster, the from the doodle stream, I think that my favorite doodle is the Chameleos. That fucking thing was surprisingly fun to draw. I didn't expect it to go so well. It was fun. I like making renders, and goofy renders are really fun. Because I made a whole ass comic for a friend's birthday. Where is it? I'll just show you all the Gassel will recognize the one, I know. But like that's the end of it. They got a gun. Good lizard. But yeah. I can make goofy renders sometimes. That one's old. That one for sure is old. Some of these aren't in the... Well, some of these are older than they seem. Let me actually see real quick. Y'all would hate how I have things organized so much. I struggle to find shit all the time. That's not correct. It's one of my favorite, one of my oldest pictures of Chirrut was, yeah, it was 22 that I got like a furry version of him, like actually made. But like, even before I commissioned someone to make... No, not at all. You don't want to see how I organize shit. It's not organized. But if I change anything, then half of my stuff will quit working. Now, all my Twitch stuff is in one folder for the most part. My PNG tubers are in the folders of their characters, but... Also, speaking of which, I was actually thinking of making a GIF PNG tuber of this boy, but I will have to see. Yeah, exactly. That's boring. I used to organize shit on one of my old phones. Didn't you already? Like, I will show y'all. Like, keep in mind, this was from forever ago. If I can find the correct phone, like the correct one, that's not it. Was it? See, I don't organize shit, man. Is this my, yeah, no. Like, I used to organize shit. Like, this is from one of my old phones. Like, I used to organize shit. But then my current phone doesn't let me do that. So, I gave up. Wait. I don't need one. Deb gets 2 foxes. Yay, more foxes! Honestly, what's another? I swear, OBS. But have you seen the taters command? It should be set up. Let me hide this for a second to make sure I don't find this real quick. Make sure I'm gonna type this correctly. Exactly, yeah, that one. Because that was one of my friends recording that, and it's so funny to me. There we go. I have a few other commands as well. My Capet command needs adjusted because it needs to be... I think it needs to be on a different layer, but... Oh, the pet would be a pain in the ass to set up for my chatting scene. So I could set it up to where it automatically switches around, but... But yeah, I do have some commands that I don't use enough. My favorite's still the dad joke. Because I can just... If I could type it correctly this time. Nope. I cannot. Yeah, did you hear about the 2 thieves who stole a calendar? They each got 6 months. See, I love the dad joke command. I found that randomly when I was looking through like the community commands. I was just like, there's a dad joke one? Yes. I do have another recording from a different friend, from like a friend like years and years ago from when I first started streaming. I don't use it anymore because I don't really talk to that person anymore. Not that we fell out on bad terms, just we grew apart. But it's a sound clip of him saying, "Iron Jesus, take your hands off the fucking wheel." Can Fancy Face figured out there for a second. Because I do like getting recordings of my friends with their consent and with their consent to use on stream. Because some of them can be pretty damn funny. Oh, there was one point I was like going through my clips that I had, Gaster. Do you remember when We were talking about vegetables. I don't exactly remember all the context, but we were talking about vegetables and someone asked me like, "Do you eat your veggies?" And I said no. It's like, why? Is it because you're green? And I said I am green at the same time. That clip is old. It was from when we were playing GU a lot. I don't even remember if I had my chair at PNG Tuber at that time. No, wait, no, I did. I did. That was when I got my bat. Yeah, I remember. There are a lot of goofy ass clips. My brain doesn't go that far. That is fair. I'd have to go and find it. I don't even remember what we called it. But it was from years ago. That was when I had like the green bat avatar. That was from like God, 4 something years ago. 3 or 4 years ago. Something like that. I've been streaming since like 21, I want to say. Well, I have streamed longer. Like I've streamed earlier than that because, well, my Twitch account is like 10 years old now. But I've only been taking this seriously for like the last 4 years. But hey, we have fun here. But yeah, I go through clips periodically. I have on TikTok I have like a folder of my old clips. All right, thank you, Tea Cakes. If you don't make it back before I end stream, thank you for hanging out. I just am enjoying chatting. Also, I was questioning the color of like the inside of the wings, but I think it helps contrast and make them stand out a little bit. It doesn't really help that I like making renders with transparent backgrounds, so I might do the outline thing. You know what? Understandable. Because, oh, where is it? Yeah, there's an outline effect where I can add an outline if I wanted to. But at the same time, I'm also like, I might add like something like that, something subtle. Darken it a little. Just so, renders with Salus, I can make it to where he can be seen. I actually kind of like that effect. But yeah, generally, I do really like. I do like the outline effect. It is neat. Yeah, I also had pizza before stream. When I'm actually in the mood to chat, it's not that I'm not in the mood to chat most times, but when I'm fully in the mood to chat and just carry on conversations even by myself, I'm like, I will chat for a good long while before I even realize how long it is. But I do enjoy chatting a lot on stream. It's fun. Especially now that I'm a lot more used to it. Back before I even got my first like VTuber model, I struggled. I did really struggle. But now I can keep myself going pretty well. Because I will be like, oh yeah, I did this thing today, or oh, I started this show the other day, or just this is general stuff. I will say I have mentioned this a couple times. I am throwing around the idea of streaming Honkai Star Rail again, like going through the story, but I know that I am caught up with the story just about, but at the same time, I know it can be weird to just jump in randomly in the middle of something, so I might wait till the next world. So maybe. Yeah, I'll think on that. Next world sounds like a good idea if I want to try to stream it. Genshin, I'm not sure about streaming because Genshin is long and it takes a while to get through story stuff on Genshin. Honkai too, but not near as bad. So maybe on both. Strong maybe on Honkai, but only kind of maybe on Genshin. I did want to keep this stream short, but I am having fun chatting. But yeah, I do like making goofy renders. I need to make more goofy renders. So it's been really fun just give it around. I need to just say fuck it, make goofy shit with Sailors. I don't know why I find it so weird to try to make goofy shit with Sailors, because it just is to me. I torture him enough with his tragic backstory. Even a hug, you would hug him even if it meant death. Yeah, yeah. I like a Cantor. A Cantor is cool, and Eukenlos is just a big shovel face. I like fighting both. It's just terrifying when Eukenlos gets in the ice and starts like digging towards you. That's when it's scary. Because it moves faster than you think it does, and it also doesn't move as fast as you think it does. I don't know how it's both, but it is, and it's terrifying. I hate it, but it's also cool. Get it? Cool. But yeah, it's fine. Okay, I've almost finished one bottle of water, at least. I would like to set up like actual redeems because I feel like that would be easier to sort through than commands. But I can't at the moment. One day. One day I will. Also, I think that is fair. Eukenlos is pretty fun. I need to go back and play GU again at some point. I miss playing GU. I haven't played GU in like actual years. The last time I played it was when Steiner and I played like a handful of times. I don't remember. I can possibly look, but I know I don't think I played any last year. So I want to say at minimum over a year. I want to say almost 2. That is fair. How many hours do you have into you? Just out of curiosity. I only have like maybe 500, 600, something like that. I don't play GU all. I never play GU a whole lot, as much as some people. I know 500 is still a lot of hours, but I'm just genuinely curious. Because the Monster Hunter game I have the most hours in is World with 3,000, just on PlayStation. But I do have a few, like, I have some more hours on Xbox and PC. Jesus, nice, over 1,000. That's crazy. None of the older Monster Hunter games I have over too much over 500. I think G is probably the one I had the most. Because for you, I have maybe a little less than 200. 3, I know I have like 500 something because I used to go around a lot. And I mean a lot in 3. I never made that much progress because I think I've only like on rank 60 on it. GU, I know I have a lot more progress. I think I'm like kind of rank 200. I haven't been playing Monster Hunter in general a lot recently, but Wilds also just kind of rubs me the wrong way a lot of times. It's like, yes, Alma, Eric, I know I can carve materials off of small monsters. Shush. Yeah, I like Wilds. It's fun, but there are things that annoy me about it. Yeah, that is fair. Because I know. Just talking about Monster Hunter. I was just asking Gaster how many hours they had in GU, and just generally talking about Monster Hunter. So the usual, yeah, yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Just the usual. Hey, listen, Monster Hunter be good. Monster Hunter be very good. I I do kind of want to get like make progress in the PC version of World, but potentially soon. Potentially. I know T has Rise, if I remember correctly. Well, if I remember correctly, T has Rise. GU is fun, but GU is still on the older engine stuff, so it is a lot jankier than the newer Monster Hunter games. Though it's not as bad as if going to 3 or 4U or older. No, don't let veterans scare you by saying all that because it's not as bad as some people like to make it out. But if you started in the new world, OBS. OBS. Okay. So I will say that if you started with like New World games, basically World and after, people just refer to them as New World because World was like the new world. So old world games, they are jankier, yes. They have less quality of life changes, but GU makes up for that a little bit with the different styles and arts. It's a little complex to just kind of talk about without showing any examples, but Valor style can help a lot to get back get into it if you ever want to try it. There is a demo if you do want to try it. Just fair warning, GU is slightly older than the world. Technically. It came to the West after World, but it was released in Japan before World. Generations, like its predecessor, like its base game was released 2016, if I remember correctly. If not 2017, I don't remember. I genuinely don't remember. But yeah, if you want to try it, it is on the... there should be a demo still on the Switch. I just know Monster Hunter is a really big time sink. Stories is a little nicer with that. Even then, you can spend upwards of over 100 hours on a single Stories game. If you let yourself get carried away. It is really fun, though. I love Stories. I mean, that is fair. I have like 3,000 in World on PlayStation alone. So I definitely feel that. Nice. That is fair. There have been a couple times where I debated on getting Generations, but I'm like, I already have GU. Why would I get the predecessor? And it's not like I'm bashing on anything. I just don't have a reason. Though I have the temptation. That is fair. Do you still play Prowler? Were you one of the ones that played Prowler a lot? I'm sorry if I'm misremembering. I swear you played Prowler a bit. Prowler's really fun. I kind of wish Prowler would come back. It's so fun. Let me see something real quick. I'm trying to see if I can find... Ah! That's fair. Because I swear I remembered you playing Prowler a lot. I mostly took a break because a lot of people were like, oh, let's hunt deviants and nothing but deviants, and that's what I feel like with Wilds at the moment, because everyone wants to hunt 10 stars and GOG and the ATs, and I'm like, I just want to hunt this silly little raptor dude. A silly little raptor dude. That's one thing I did prefer Rat Rise. I was trying to see if I can find a picture of my cat. In GU. Oh, that's one of my subjects. But yeah, Prowler's so fun. I miss it. I wish they'd bring it back. Just playing as a cat is just fun. Especially when you can do some goofy shit. The trampoline. The trampoline was always my favorite to just pull out. Just whip out a whole ass trampoline and just goof around. Yeah, that's fair. My healer Palico has a Crimson Fatalis weapon. I think that's just generally funny to do, though. And I will either use my Beast Mode Prowler or my green. The one that is banned from being a Palico. You shouldn't have fucked up. Are these not sorted? I don't think these are sorted. Sort by... No, they're not. Okay. That makes things so much easier. So much easier. Trying to see if I can find a picture of the Palico, but I should have one of the guild card. Right? No? Okay, I don't know. I'll find it as soon as I stop streaming. Yeah, there's my Palico. It's just like the only picture I can really find of them. But yeah, there's my main prowler. He was banned from being my support. Because motherfucker decided to break an egg. Yeah, I do like the color. Also, yeah, I'm keeping this until we end stream. Goofy. Also, for those not in the know, I take a lot of monster pictures. This is best shown by my folder for world. Let me find it real quick. According to my notes, that is organized into each weapon. I am still on the path of making encroaching mist light bowgun. Which one is that? Let me sort this. Date. Oh, this is like a second because there's over 1,000 pictures in this. My Palico is still there. He's just banned from being a Palico. So, for those not to know, I take a lot of pictures of monsters because my friends ask me to. And I take a lot. I take a lot when people ask me to. One of my favorite sessions was with this Azure Rathalos. For some reason, he had such a vendetta against a random Toby. Let me see if I can find the pictures. He had such a vendetta against this random ass Toby. I don't know what their beef was. Yeah, there it is. Ah, makes sense. But to show you guys my like my settings on my TV to help World look better. I have this picture edited. Give me a second, let me find it. Yeah, this is what my TV basically looks like. So that is the original. And then, you know, I contrast the hell out of it. Makes it look so good. World just is weirdly washed out and foggy. Otherwise, it is pretty when you boost the colors. I don't know why those two had such beef, but I take a lot of monster pictures. A lot. Someone asked me for references, and I will take over 100. This is why I have Monster Paparazzi in my Discord bio and my PlayStation bio. Because it's fun. I love taking pictures of monsters. And if people ask me for references of armors too, I will do that as well. I've done that a couple times. It's fun. But yeah, I've never really gotten rid of any of my custom palicos in Monster Hunter. I've changed them, yes. Like, use World as an example. So, I know I have a picture of him somewhere. Like a really good picture. Anyways, yeah, this is what my Palico in World used to look like. He was very cute, very round, and I really liked him. So I remade him in GU. Not GU, Rise. I know I said GU. But that was my original Palico in World, but I did remake him to look. I can find that fucking picture again. I was trying to find a specific one where he's laying on the deck. Yeah, fuck it. We'll just use this one. Yeah, that's my Palico now in World. He green. He very green. That's an old picture of my guild card. Oh, there he is. I found it. Yeah, there you go. He still has the round ears. I don't know why it didn't let me close it for a second. It yelled at me. I was like, okay. Goddamn. Yeah, green. And my original Palamute in Rise was green as well. Like the original one I made. Let me find that folder real quick. Deck. Oh, you said deck. What? I'm confused. What do you mean I said deck? Oh, I'm so confused. Yeah, this is my original Palamute in Rise. Yeah, that is fair. I don't have a picture of my Palamute. No, yeah, there's my current one. Yeah, this one right here. And that's my friend's Palamute. But yeah, green. Well, he's not green, but his armor is. Oh, yeah. Oh, you thought... No, I said deck. I did say deck. I promise. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna fuck the cat. Okay, OBS decided to die for a second. But yes, I know you already heard about the spicy folder. Right? Absolutely. Absolutely hysterical. Also, this is like one of my favorite pictures of my Palamute in Rise. I was just like messing around with the photo mode looking for something, and I just looked out and it's just dog. So funny. Oh, there we go. There's a picture of him. There's an actual picture of him. Yeah, I love it so much. But he's pretty. I love him. But he's my main one. Because I actually have him pretty well built. And of course, just get any games on your phone. I need to get my PlayStation 5 photos on my PC. Because I have some really good pictures. Like some really, really good ones. I take a lot of really silly pictures of stuff in Monster Hunter. And sometimes I will invite like a friend or a group out to take just silly pictures out in the field or out in the hub. It can be really fun. That's fair. I have up to a certain point. Up to a certain point. Well, I have all of my Switch pictures of Monster Hunter, apart from maybe a handful. But to show you what I mean by I take a lot of pictures of monsters. So when Primordial came out, like Primordial Melts, you know, these are all Primordial, by the way. Just all of these. Some are exceptions, but like, yeah, I took a lot of pictures of it. There's over 100, if I remember correctly. And all because my friend was like, hey, I want references. I do like me some monster paparazziing. I do have a funny story around monster paparazzi, though, if you guys want to hear it. It's really funny. And really disrespectful towards the monster. Okay. Finished the bottle of water. Awesome. A scrapbook. I mean, I could absolutely do a scrapbook. uh, I mean, yeah, you can always hit me up for references. But yeah, so let me pull the pictures up because this will make it really funny if I still have them. They might be on my PlayStation. Yeah, they might be on my play. No, wait. No, those are Malsana. Damn, I thought they were on my Switch for a second. Okay, so you know Gore Magala, right? I actually think I sent it to my friend. I don't remember. But yeah, you guys remember Gore Magala, right? It's so there's chaotic gore. Probably. From a specific channel. That one. Yeah, there's a chaotic Gore Magala. And we went to go take pictures of it. And we were not taking the fight seriously, like at fucking all. Like at all. And there was one point that like we were just taking pictures the entire fight. It was just chaotic gore and we were just bullying it by taking pictures of it. And we got basically to the 5-minute, we got to the 10-minute notice and we started taking the fight seriously. So when we started taking the fight seriously, we got it down to sculling and we were like, hey, it's actually sculling. Then it started limping off. And we were like, oh god, we have like less than 10 seconds left. We have to kill it. So we somehow managed to kill it with 6 seconds to spare. And I think that is one of the most disrespectful things we have ever done with Monster Paparazzi. It was genuinely so fucking funny. We lost our shit that we managed to kill it. Because keep in mind, we were not taking that fight seriously, like half at all. It was so fucking funny. I lost my fucking shit. I think this is on the PlayStation version though. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. That's not what I meant to do. Yeah, it was. Oh my god, I love that shit. I really don't have pictures of gore on here. You'd think I would have. Wait, is that gore? Yeah, that's gore. Yeah, there's gore. I don't have the pictures of chaotic on here. But chaotic is basically like chaotic gore. A chaotic one. So like this is gonna be really stupid. Just keep that in mind. So a chaotic has like a yellow horn because it's reminiscent of Shagru, right? And its face is really fucked up looking. Its talons are much bigger on the one side. Just generally really fucked up looking gore. I don't have any pictures of chaotic on my PC at the moment, and I'm not going to try to download anything or open my browser because OBS already hates me today. Do I have a picture of chaotic? No, these are all regular. No, I don't think I have a picture of chaotic on here. Yeah, those are open, you know. Man, just chaotic's basically like that. That's just a really shitty edit. Okay. Just the 6 seconds left after taking pictures of it all hunt, and then just disrespecting it by killing it within the last handful of seconds. Just 6 seconds left. Spending the entire hunt taking pictures and bullying it. Oh, I think my friend actually drew it. Filters. Let me art. There we go. Well, I know my friend drew it. But I can actually. I don't know if we shared any pictures of it. Oh, I can't. I genuinely can't find it. Okay. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's a reference of it. There's chaotic. See what I mean by like really fucked up looking? Took me a second to find it, but yeah, that's chaotic. Just disrespecting that fucker the entire hunt, taking pictures, and then like we get down to it like sculling, and you're just like, okay, kill it with 6 seconds on the clock left. We bully monsters. And I use Valstrax to learn how to take pictures of monsters pretty well. Honestly, a scrapbook stream would be so fun. Yeah, it's not that far off. I just think that's really funny. I just was showing it because I was just like, how the fuck am I showing this? And it's just like, okay, bet, just draw the gold on it, and you know, you got it. You got it. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, well, there you go. But yeah, that is just chaotic. Chaotic is, well, chaotic. But yeah, I used Valstrax to learn how to take pictures of monsters pretty well. Malzeno was also really good practice because it could fucking teleport. I don't know if I can find the pictures of Valstrax. I only took a handful. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's Valstrax. I have gotten a lot of practice with it, though. I've gotten pretty good at it. Maybe I could do that in a stream. Just pick a few monsters and just paparazzi them. It would be fun. It would be genuinely fun. Because if I do it on my PlayStation 5, I can swap between the 3 games. Just have chat name a number or a monster or something. That could be... Actually, yeah, let me write that down because that sounds like a really fun idea. Okay, I blame you guys for me being able to get my handwriting back up to par. But yeah, that sounds like a genuinely fun idea. Also, I use sticky notes for my notes, so that's why I'm just sticking them randomly. But yes, that sounds like a genuinely fun stream idea, and I might do it. That is fair, Caster. I don't even have that big of one, but yeah. Y'all will be down for that, wouldn't you? Because that could be genuinely fun, just mocking monsters as they take pictures. And we can, like, set up a roulette wheel. No, I use sticky notes, right? Because if I put it in a notebook, I'll just forget about it. This is why whenever I take pictures of my desk and you see sticky notes here and there, and that's how I remind myself to do shit. Like the one where, you know, I'm reminding myself to make animations for my end scene and my starting scene was sticking up on my light for like the longest fucking time. Like, you'll see in a second, it's like right around here there's a light bar. So let me... I hit that. Yeah, you see that behind my microphone in the picture. There's sticky notes on my light. That's how I remind myself to do shit. And it's always the pink ones. I think it's really funny. It's always the pink ones. But that's how I remind myself to do shit. I know it can be hard to see behind the microphone, but like, just trust. I stick sticky notes all over my desk. I have a couple sticking, like, hanging, like, on my left monitor to remind myself to use hotkeys. I can take off the one because I don't need it anymore. Because I'm using a tower PC, not a laptop anymore. So I don't need to remember to plug it in. I'm really bad about checking notebooks. I'm doing what works for me, but I'm glad that works for you. Yeah, I just have sticky notes everywhere. I know sometimes I'll have sticky notes sticking on the like my fan. I'll sticky notes sticking from, depending on how important it is, I will actually block my right monitor a little just to remind myself, hey, this really needs done. But usually I will hang it from my light because it's a big piece of plastic. But yeah, I genuinely really enjoy. Well, actually, wait, I can. Let me do a thing. Let me do a thing so you guys can see what the fuck I'm talking about and I can point it out. Is this in this folder? No. No. See, I don't organize shit. That's the old one. I don't organize shit worth it. Fucking thing. Also, I swear a lot. Don't mind me. That's another old one. Why? Where's the new one? Okay, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, if I just used a notebook, I'd forget where the notebook is, genuinely. You'd be surprised at what I lose. Alright, well, I'm gonna cheat and just pull up... Hide this real quick. Oh, yes, absolutely. I would absolutely 100% use those. I'm not gonna lie. I know I showed you in your... channel. Yeah, just so you guys know. Also, T, this is from your Discord channel. Just so you guys know. This is like what my desk setup looks like. This is when it was clean. But yeah, I literally stick sticky notes to my light and my monitors, and I will stick it on my fucking monitor. Like, actually stick it to where it hangs on my monitor. And also I will stick it on the gray part of my fan. Just so I can remember what to do. Also, yeah, I love... My desk is just a vibe. But yeah, that's what I use my light bar for. I try not to cover it too much because I need to actually use it for tracking, but yeah. Also, there is another light behind the Malzeno. I move the Malzeno when I'm streaming. Yeah, just so you know, that's where I put him. But yeah, the restaurant idea, the restaurant string idea sounds like a genuinely good idea. I would have so many if I didn't have to like worry about them falling. But yeah, it's genuinely just goofy. I do have notebooks, but I usually use them for drawing. And I have a sticker book that sits on my desk now that's like half full. I have so many stickers. I got a set on accident. I was trying to order a different set, but this one came instead. It's better quality than the actual ones I wanted. Okay, OBS. But yeah, there's a reason I don't use notebooks. And anytime you see pictures of my desk, you will spot sticky notes, I promise. There's always at least one. Right, accident. Yeah. No, seriously, I promise. Like, I was ordering stickers of a character I really like, but like the wrong set came in, and I was like, this is not even like, it was a Honkai character, right? It was a Genshin character I got the stickers of. I wasn't even into Genshin at that point. And I was like, okay, and I reported it, they refunded me, and I ordered the listing again, and it did come in. It was a different listing that I wanted, and it was also really shit quality. So I had to throw them out, and they smelled terrible. So I still have those Genshin stickers, but you'd think I ordered them on purpose. Some of them are kind of horny. That was not on purpose. But yeah, I meant to switch back to chatting. But yeah, that's just generally. I promise. I have a lot of stickers from over the years. And I put all my Redbubble stickers in there too. And see, whenever it was on purpose. No, it wasn't. See, whenever I get around to ordering your stickers, they will go in my special book too. All of like pretty much all the stickers I have are in that book. I need to find the Rathalos stickers. I think I know where they are. I just need to find them. I think I know where they are. I could be wrong. I'm not too torn up about them, but I like the Rathalosoid one. But no, it absolutely was not on purpose, I promise. If I could, I would show you the book, but I don't have a camera set up where I can show you. And I don't exactly want to send pictures back and forth to myself. I just need to get a hand cam. It's one Genshin character. It wouldn't be on the same page. I have so many stickers, I couldn't even theoretically put it near the same page. Because that's... like 14 pages in between that character's pages and an empty page. Yes, I just counted. I need to put a random sticker on a random page just to see if anyone can find it. Also, I have a King Cheetah sticker. I found it randomly, and I was just like, yoink. And I do have a portable DVD player that I have stickers on as well. So I do have stickers elsewhere. And whenever I need to retire my laptop, I will pull the stickers off of it and put them in my book. And whenever I retire these monitors, I will pull the stickers that I have on them off. There's only 2 stickers. But yeah, I have a lot of stickers. Also, gee, you can't say shit. You have that step on me rug. That is fair. I don't do that, but that's mostly because the house traps a lot of moisture, and I wouldn't want it ruining them. And I like looking through the stickers. Oh, and I'm gonna double check this after stream. We all know I'm not. I'm wholesome? You think I'm wholesome? Have you not been listening this entire stream? Just. Oh, that's not the right folder. I have this folder. I'm not opening it. But I have this folder. You think I'm wholesome? Or that I am? Bitch! There's a reason people are scared to play Cards Against Humanity with me. Listen, I like to play the innocent one. And then it hits. Yeah, I'm not showing y'all what is in that folder. I would get fucking nuked. Yeah, yeah, I know you did. I know you did. My friends and I were talking. One of my friends and I were talking about buying yaoi manga about big buff men in skirts. Listen, we're both not wholesome. There's a reason I mark my stream as 18 plus. Because some of the shit I say is horrendous. Yeah, I have made NSFW renders. I have made a lot of sexual jokes with some friends. Though I have to have the right vibes for that to be comfortable with that. And trust me, if Stein were here, oh my god, I'm sure we could go off. Honestly, it's always funny to have that friend that is just like, seems really wholesome, and then you hear some of the shit they say or some of the shit they do, and it's like, holy shit! Like one of my friends, has drawn dicks before, and has shown me some of their drawings. Just trust. Yes, you and Goose are really funny together. I just half the time you two are in the same stream, I turn around and you guys are making out. But yeah, after stream I'm gonna look into setting up PCVR and see if I can potentially stream it. So I might get a link cable before I do that. If my PC's okay for VR. It should be. Because that could be fun to stream VR chat. But yes, you and Goose. But yes, there's a reason. There's a reason I do 18 plus. Yes, I can mind myself on what I say, but some of the shit I say is horrendous. Hell, one of my friends, I don't remember if I was in the VC with them. I think I was. But they were streaming Smash or Pass for Pokemon, and we were literally debating what Pokemon were good to smash and pass on. Like, we were legitimately debating. This was years ago. I don't even remember when it was. I just remember it happening. Like, I'm sure YouTube would be like, oh god, I don't want that. Twitch would be like, oh, okay, you're pushing it, buddy. You might be doing a Pokemon Smash or Pass. Oh my god. That's great. That's amazing. The Smash or Pass can be funny. Though I feel like sometimes you can possibly get canceled. You've been thinking about it. Yeah, that is fair. Maybe I should do a Monster Hunter Smash Pass. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm not. Unless, just kidding. It could be funny, but Pokemon is a little more arguable because there are a lot more humanoid shapes. There's like one humanoid-ish monster. Do it. Listen, I feel like I'm gonna get fucking nuked if I do. That shit sounds like a fun time when you're with friends doing that. Like, it is a fun time when you're doing it with friends. Yeah, I think I was in the VC when my friend did the Pokemon Smasher Pass. Because it was like a group effort. I think it was like me and like them, like the streamer friend, and like one other. Sometimes with Smasher Passes, you find out a lot about a person though. Listen, I'm not a monster fucker, but listen, so there are some designs that are like, that's just a bed, or that's just a werewolf. I can't believe we just gotten Smasher Pass. I was also thinking of one day getting a friend that doesn't know as much about Monster Hunter. Are you sure about that? Oh, yes. Are you sure about that? But yeah, I have been throwing around the idea of getting a friend that doesn't know as much about Monster Hunter as I do, and getting them to rank monsters like from throughout the entire series. Of course, doing generation at a time. There's a YouTuber that I want to yoink this idea off of, basically, but it could be really fun, and I genuinely kind of want to do it. I just don't have a friend that doesn't. I don't have many friends that don't know as much about Monster Hunter. I know T, you don't know as much about Monster Hunter, but I think you're one of the few. Most of my friends are really big Monster Hunter nuts. There are a handful that don't. That would be cool. Maybe I could steal you for one. Well, that would be something we would decide later, because I'm not sure. I do have next week or so planned out. I had that sticky note there forever. There's a piece of dust hanging. Yeah, and I had to. You know very little. It's always fun getting. I'd be. Yeah, we could absolutely talk about that and figure that out if you'd want to do that. We could do like a generation at a time because there's like in the mainline series, I think there's almost 300 monsters. Not quite. I think there was like 260 something before Wilds. So maybe 280. I don't know how many monsters were added in Wilds. And then there's so many more added in like Frontier, Explore, Online that haven't really seen the light of day. But that could be really fun because I know watching the one YouTuber that do it was really fun. Because especially one of my favorite monsters, or one of my favorite explore monsters, I gets really fun reactions. Because it's an eldritch abomination. It is an eldritch abomination, and it's cool. Yeah, maybe we can figure that out one day. So I've gone a lot further, a lot longer than I intended. Oh well, just having fun chatting. Yeah, Monster Paparazzi stream. Uh, okay, I do have next week booked. That would just be a figure out the schedule kind of thing. There we go. So let me write those down, and either this weekend or next weekend. I'm thinking it's going to be next weekend because the weather's been foul today. I do have plans with my dad at some point, but that won't affect stream schedule too much. I just have to be careful. Whatever the case, I have to be careful of how long I would go with the stream. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Because that could be really fun. Which big collab? I'm blanking. I know you had the... I will say the Peak ones are have been really fun. I enjoy Peak a lot. Right, as I was about to drink. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I do have a collab potentially planned. Oh, today's... Yeah. That's fair. We still need... We should still figure out that D&D thing, too. Because that would be fun. Though we would need to figure out players and DM and all that fun stuff. It's just a matter of who would be good for everything. But we can figure that in your server. But yeah, I do have some plans for next week. And after that, I think the week after, I'm like, I don't have anything like fully planned out. I do want to do a paparazzi stream. Okay, OBS. I think I'll do the paparazzi stream Wednesday. Yeah, that is fair. We'll figure it out. Because I would love to play D&D one day. I know, and I was talking to someone on VR chat last night about potentially playing D&D again in the future, but I haven't committed to it. But trying to position the wings a little better. So figured so Wednesday I want to do the paparazzi stream. I do genuinely kind of want to do that. I'm going to set up a wheel this weekend. How I'm going to do that, I'm probably just going to look up a monster list of World, Rise, and Wilds. And we're going to have a wheel of, World, Rise, or Wilds. And then we'll take pictures of in said game, and we'll have separate lists of the monsters. That sounds like a plan. So let me write another note. I'm turning into UT. Turning into you. Save that wheel for the Smasher Pass. I could. Yeah, I'm just gonna look. What I'm gonna do is look up large monster lists for each game, and then set up the wheels. I'm actually gonna set that up on the other thing. See, when I actually take notes, I can put a lot of sticky notes out. Look, I have so many sticky notes. Okay, listen. I have always needed to write shit down. Ever since I was a kid. I can't remember jack shit. Between the autism and trauma. But yeah, it's wonderful. I used to have an app on my old phone where it was just a notepad that was just a widget where it would just show you the note on the home screen. I missed that app. I need to find it again, but I forgot about it. It was nice. But when I'm streaming, I like having the sticky notes because then I'm like, when I'm done with it, I can literally take off the sticky note, rip it up, and throw it away. It's very nice. But yeah, I do like writing shit down. I write shit down more than it seems, but I haven't in a while, if that makes sense. Because most of the time I've just been winging it. So Wednesday I want to do the paparazzi stream. Friday, I think potentially. And I forgot how. I like to tell something I used to joke with my grandma a lot is like, ever since I could remember, I couldn't. That's something I like to say because it's true. Ever since I could remember, I couldn't. I can't remember jack shit half the time. Half the time, I can't remember which color Astalus's eyes goes on which side. I'm not joking. I have to literally look at pictures to figure out which side is the gold, which side is the silver. And you think I would remember, especially when I stream with him, because I'm staring at him for like hours. Yeah, it's just generally good to keep notes. That's why I have the sticky notes. I have like 3 different sizes. I have like, standard size, mini, and then like large ones. And I also have a couple small packs of clear ones. But I'm gonna use that for my future oh my god, video essay. I forgot the term for a second. I was blanking. I was like, what the fuck is that term? What the fuck is that term? Yeah, clear. You know how like tape can kind of disappear into paper? It's basically kind of like that material. Like not the shiny clear. It's just matte clear. I mean, in a sense, kind of, but it is a sticky note. You can write on it with pencil. I got a couple packs because I've always wanted some, and I'm gonna use them for the video essay, just so I can kind of be like, yo, this is how, um, I, what I need to look at in this book or in the art book. Yes, I have the art book for Final Fantasy 15. So, yeah. It's just it's just shitty tape. Wow. Come on, OBS. There we go. Maybe OBS will settle. It's not just shitty tape. It's it's clear sticky notes. I don't have I have quite a few sticky notes in here, and like some of them are buried, mind you, but yeah. But yes, it is kind of like shitty tape, I guess. But isn't that just sticky notes? Okay, OBS is having absolute fit now. You gonna settle for a second, buddy? Yeah? Okay. That doesn't surprise me. Bubble wrap was supposed to be a wallpaper. Yeah, it's they're just clear sticky notes with like books and stuff as decals. I don't know where they are at the moment. I think they're buried somewhere on my desk. Oh, they're there. No, they're crayons. Okay, it's like clear sticky notes with like crayon borders. But I'm gonna use them for the video essay because I need to look up a couple things both in the art book and the book for the video essay. But OBS is actually hating me again, so I think I'm gonna wrap up. Or it's not gonna let me. I'm gonna let it settle for a second. Yeah, no, sticky notes are not worth a shit to stick on things. I'm always paranoid about them falling off. That's why I just use them for like quick notes. So I'm gonna wrap up because OBS is actually hating me again. So if it'll settle for a second. Thank you everyone for coming out, chatting, lurking, all that good stuff. Thank you, T, Gaster. I appreciate y'all. T, thank you for the post suggestion because it was really goofy. And I've also gone on for nearly 40 hours. Yeah, it's 40 hours. I'm not gonna stream for 40 hours. That shit is not on this Wi-Fi. Thank you, T, for the pose idea. Because that was genuinely really fun putting together. Really goofy, goddamn. I'm gonna set up the paparazzi stuff. Well, yeah, thank you for joining. I'm gonna set up the paparazzi stream stuff I can do that on my phone and my laptop. That's not something I had to sit at my desk. Plus, I need to get up and stretch and stuff. I haven't really taken a break this stream. So, I'm gonna wrap up. Again, thank you everyone for hanging out, chatting, lurking, all that good stuff. Future viewers too. I always appreciate all of y'all. I will do. I'm planning to do the paparazzi stream Wednesday, unless shit just comes up and I can't finish the setup for it. And potential collab Friday. I'll have to talk to the partner for that, but hopefully everything goes off without a hitch. So I'll see y'all next time. Bye!